Mangroves are among the most resilient and extraordinary ecosystems in the world. These coastal forests thrive in harsh, salty conditions where few other trees can survive, providing a crucial buffer between land and sea. They're home to a stunning array of wildlife and play a critical role in mitigating climate change by storing vast amounts of carbon. Our journey to explore the world's top 10 mangroves reveals their beauty, diversity, and importance. The Sundarbans, shared between Bangladesh and India, is the largest mangrove forest in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its dense maze of tidal waterways and small islands is famous for being the habitat of the elusive and endangered Bengal tiger. The Sundarbans not only host tigers but also support a rich biodiversity, including the Ganges River dolphin, saltwater crocodiles, and a variety of fish species that sustain millions of people. This mangrove's unique role in protecting coastal communities from storm surges and cyclones cannot be overstated. In the Americas, the Everglades in Florida stands out as a vibrant and biologically diverse mangrove forest. Here, three types of mangrove species, red, black, and white, coexist, creating a critical habitat for endangered animals like the West Indian manatee and American crocodile. The Everglades are renowned for their unique water systems and intermingling of fresh and salt water, which supports species ranging from wading birds to marine life. Despite challenges from pollution and climate change, conservation efforts are ongoing to protect this incredible ecosystem. Further south, the Magdalena River mangroves in Colombia hold a place of environmental significance. These forests are vital nesting grounds for seabirds and are an essential stopover point for migratory birds. The Magdalena mangroves are a testament to the river's life-giving role as they filter pollutants and provide natural flood protection. However, the area has seen significant environmental challenges, from deforestation to industrial runoff, highlighting the delicate balance needed to preserve its richness. The dense and labyrinthine mangrove forests of Brazil, particularly the Marajo archipelago at the mouth of the Amazon River, represent one of the world's most extensive mangrove regions. These mangroves are crucial for the survival of countless fish and invertebrates and act as a nursery for marine life that fuels the entire Amazon basin's ecological web. They also serve as a vital source of livelihood for local communities who depend on crabbing and sustainable fishing. Despite their significance, these forests are under threat from development and pollution, raising questions about how to strike a balance between progress and conservation. Over in Africa, the mangroves of the Niger Delta are a dynamic and ecologically rich ecosystem, though they have been heavily impacted by oil spills and industrial pollution. These mangroves provide critical breeding grounds for shrimp, crabs, and fish that support both the local economy and food security. The Niger Delta mangroves also act as a buffer against erosion and flooding, protecting communities living in one of the world's most densely populated regions. The people of the Niger Delta have relied on these forests for generations, making the current environmental challenges deeply personal and economically significant. In Southeast Asia, the Matang Mangrove Forest Reserve in Malaysia is often cited as one of the best managed mangrove ecosystems. With a sustainable harvesting model in place for over a century, Matang is a beacon for how conservation and economic interests can coexist. The mangrove trees here are sustainably cut for charcoal, while wildlife, including otters and migratory birds, flourish in its waterways. Matang's successful model has become a case study for other regions aiming to balance human needs with environmental health. Australia's mangrove forests, particularly in Queensland and the Northern Territory, are among the most pristine and ecologically intact in the world. They support a rich tapestry of marine life, including dugongs and the vulnerable green sea turtle. The mangroves of Kakadu National Park, for instance, merge into vast floodplains, supporting an extraordinary range of biodiversity. These forests are also living records of sea level changes, holding archaeological significance with evidence of human use dating back thousands of years. The mangroves of the Gulf of California in Mexico are a spectacular example of adaptation. The region is a crucial habitat for many marine species, including the critically endangered vaquita porpoise. These mangroves act as nurseries for fish that support local fishing communities and provide protection against hurricanes and coastal erosion. Conservation projects here are focused on habitat restoration and combating illegal fishing to save both the environment and the people who rely on it. The mangroves of the Arabian Peninsula, particularly in the United Arab Emirates, demonstrate the resilience of life in extreme conditions. Here, mangroves grow along arid coastlines, providing sanctuary to birds like flamingos and acting as a bulwark against the harsh desert climate. The UAE has initiated significant mangrove planting programs to combat desertification and capture carbon dioxide, underscoring how vital these ecosystems are even in unexpected places. Lastly, we turn to the mangroves of the Philippines, where they are crucial for both biodiversity and disaster risk reduction. The coastal areas of the Philippines are highly prone to typhoons and storm surges, and mangroves serve as natural shields, dissipating wave energy and reducing damage. Philippine mangroves are nurseries for fish and crabs that sustain local communities, and conservation groups are actively working to restore degraded areas. The unique blend of conservation and community empowerment projects here highlights the global importance of protecting mangrove ecosystems. Together, these 10 mangroves tell a story of resilience, adaptation, and the vital role of conservation in a rapidly changing world. They are a reminder that, despite facing immense environmental pressures, these forests are powerful allies in the fight against climate change and biodiversity loss. Each mangrove system, with its unique challenges and triumphs, underlines the need for global cooperation to ensure their survival for future generations. Make the background music happy.